Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe on this YouTube channel and like this video. Now, in today's video, I'm gonna react on this clip.
Jay is here also. And we also have 5 other men who have multiple children with different women. Nathaniel, stand up. How many children?
28.
How many women?
16.
Terrence,
4
4
children,
with,
2 different women.
yeah. Ryan,
Almost 5 children with 4.
almost 5.
Yes, I
now
have
talk
another.
to me about an almost 5.
I have another baby due November 22nd.
So 4 children,
4 children.
How many
with
mothers?
4 different women.
4 different women,
Yes.
and you got a baby on the way. Okay. Huh. And John,
6 baby mothers, 11 children.
11 children. And Jumani,
I have 6 children with 4 different women.
4 different women.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, here's what I want us to get. That these men collectively have 87 children, that includes Jay, with 50 different women. That is 137 people who are impacted by choices and decisions that you've made. No heat, no judgment. I've got some stats for you. Children who come from fatherless homes. And I say fatherless because 6 men, 87 kids, even if you're there are pieces that are going to be missing. Would that be accurate? And I'm not saying you're not doing the best you can. I'm not saying that you don't want to be there. But at this point now, we have to look at the children's experience. Children from fatherless homes in this country, 5 times more likely to commit suicide than children who have a father in the home. 32 times more likely to run away. 20 times more likely to have a behavioral disorder. 14 times more likely to become sexually aggressive or commit rape. 10 times more likely to engage in drug abuse. It just breaks my heart. No heat, no judgment. You, to me, are the voice and the demonstration that's going to create a healing in this world. We have got to do better. We've got to do better. And what I'm offering is that it's time for brothers to start fathering each other. I want you to repeat and complete this for me, okay? Today, I'm struggling
I am struggling.
between boyhood and manhood.
Between boyhood and manhood.
And that makes me feel, look at me.
I mean, at times helpless.
Okay, and that makes me feel helpless. Okay, take a breath. Do I need to come closer to you?
I mean, my
Okay,
mind,
no,
you
no,
know.
no, 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 really. You are it, baby. Come on. You it. Come here. I want you to get behind him. I want you to get behind him. Turn around. Turn around. I want you to back him up. I want him to know that you got his back.
Sure.
I'm a father of 28 children. Repeat that for me.
I'm a father of 28 children.
And I wake up every day
And I wake up every day.
and I feel
And I feel
you can do this.
Own your emptiness, brother. When you wake up every morning, you feel empty.
When I think about my 11 children, repeat that. When I
think
think
about my 11 children. I feel helpless. I'm full of shame and guilt. I'm bitter. You know.
Let
it's
me
different.
talk to you as a woman, as a single mother. I gave you the most intimate part of who I am as a woman. I opened my soul to you when I allowed you to lay with me. And I trusted you. I trusted that you would be there. I trusted that you were the promise that my daddy never gave me. I trusted you with my soul, with my body, with my being. I trusted you, and you left me. And not only did you leave me, but you left me here with this child. Just like you don't know who you are, I don't know who I am. And now I've got a child, and I've got to figure it out. And you tell me that you get to go off and figure it out and have other women, and I'm here with your child. I don't get to go figure it out. That's where she is.
All of them, though? Even the ones that we weren't in relationship with?
Doesn't matter. You were my promise. I opened myself to you. I gave you all of who I am. And you get to go off and find yourself with other women. And I'm left here with your child. What do you say to her? Say it to me. 2 words. 2 words. Forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive me.
Forgive me.
Forgive me. What am I forgiving you for? Forgive me for?
Not being your promise.
Yeah. Oh.
I guess.
Welcome back. Now, it's being said most black men don't take care of their kids. Do you agree?
Yes.
Most black men do not take care of their kids. And here was an example. We have 5 men with 50 women, around 1/3 something. I think that's crazy number.
It's crazy, man.
That's crazy.
It got me off guard, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 man, 6 baby mamas, 6 children. Another one, 3 baby mamas,
Another
11.
one, 16 baby mamas.
Wow. Is that our African culture? Is that our black people culture? You know, like we have grown up knowing that
Sure.
as black people, we have to feel the world. As black people, we have to give birth, you know. That's our pride.
You have to marry as many times as possible.
Hey, you have to marry.
As long as you have an opportunity to get married, you just marry.
And most of our parents were like, wow, my boy is having a child while in school. Like, okay, that's bad. Bring the child, we will take care of.
It couldn't, to some point, it even never bothered them. That it was like a normal thing. When your boy gets a woman pregnant, a mother feels like, wow, my boy is growing. You see, so you
can have as a man, in an African family, you can have you can be at your 20s. You are still in school. You have 3 children outside, but the parents cannot do anything.
Yeah. Even you know, sometimes even the mothers, they used to give birth at a very young age. It is only here in Africa where you can find a 15-year-old or maybe a 14-year-old girl with a kid.
But even in white people, you can find. But I get to find that white people are so loving to their kids. You know
the difference between white people and Africans is one. Kids, white kids, they are exposed to a lot of things at a younger age. Compared to Africans.
They know this is problem, this is not a problem.
You know, when it's different, like when here in Africa, you're telling your kid, don't walk with boys, don't you know, and you're not telling them. Why are you telling them that? But it's normal, and it's something that they're used to do, and it's a normal thing. They don't see if it incurs any danger in white kids, like engaging themselves. It's a normal thing. It's the only place where you can find a kid comes and telling her father, Daddy, this is my boyfriend, and she's very young. But here in Africa, it's another trouble. So African kids tend to experiment. Why is it that we are being told, and that is what it's happening mostly in Africa?
Tell us in the comment section, do most black men don't take care of their kids? Tell us there. We see. Now, do you think this is something we have inherited since way back, that, you know, like our four grandfathers, they had like 6 wives, you know? And like in Africa, there's some tribes, there's a man, his house is in the middle, and then the wives surrounding. Is it something that was Solomon
It was-
African?
It was.
Sometimes I can think that King Solomon was African.
It is said. Okay, I would not say only Africans, because we've experienced
Arabs.
we have experienced single mothers in white lands.
Yeah.
A lot of them, we see them single mothers. We have experienced mothers who are raising kids, but they do not have father figure.
But at least most of them you find she's a single mother of one kid. But here, imagine single mother, 6 kids.
Now the problem is
that's
the problem
crazy.
The problem is not about single parenting. The problem is about the issue here is not about single parenting, because if we at all we're talking about single parenting, then that means it is actually an issue that is affecting the world, not Africa alone, because we have seen single mothers in the US, single mothers in white people's lands, okay, and also in Africa. So the issue is like
You
a
are
man-
giving birth and you don't
like,
care.
not even like a man raising 50 kids. Like we had a man in Africa, in Kenya. Was it in Kenya? Who was called Akuku Danger? Do you know that guy?
In Kenya,
He had how many? All 150 something wives.
400 and some children and grandchildren together were in thousands.
And that's crazy, man. It is something like, I think in Africa it's as a culture.
It's like a culture.
Like men have to get married.
Is it a culture?
Just marry. Okay? That is why you realize
It's not even just marry, just give birth.
that's why you realize, you find out that in a Maasai land here in Kenya, you would find there was a culture that if a man goes out, maybe he has gone for a walk somewhere and he has left his wife, and then another man comes and finds the man in that house is not around. What does that man do? He comes with a spear. He frames the spear at the door of that house, and then he gets in. So when this man, the owner of the house, comes and finds a spear at the door, he knows there is another man in my house, so he doesn't enter that house. He goes again. He will go and find another house that does not have a spear at the doorstep, and he puts a spear there and enters. Okay? And so when I get to experience cultures like these ones, I realize that the culture was you give birth, that you have to give birth to children's. You have to build and create a generation
Children are blessings.
as easy as you can. Okay? That is why a man would marry and marry and marry and marry and marry even 10 wives. Okay? And they are living in the same place, like in the same area, maybe in the same place. Maybe the man has a big land, maybe a huge land. All the wives, they are living there.
What do you think? What do you think can make a man to have a first baby mama, go to the second baby mama, third baby mama, fourth, sixth?
Right now, it's different from back then.
Okay.
Because if you compare back then and right now, there's some kind of difference. Back then, it was a normal thing. You don't necessarily need to have a problem, or maybe some kind of misunderstanding, so that you go and get another wife, maybe get another woman. It was a way of life, marrying many women. Okay? It was something everybody used to do. It was a way of life. Getting the point?
Getting you.
When we come to now, the reason, like the current life that we're living in this generation right now, a lot of things that would make a man maybe get another wife, man, there's a lot of misunderstandings,
Okay.
man.
Sometimes
People don't understand each other. People,
sometimes I think
Yeah.
adding to just your point,
Yeah.
that time, old days, men had some sort of power over women.
Okay.
Like and right now, women tend to believe that we are the same. Okay.
Yeah.
We are the same. We have the same rights. And when a man, you decide to talk to a woman, she will tell you, you know what? I have education just like you.
Yeah, sure.
I have work, so you can just leave. So
Come to think of-
sometimes I think maybe we blame men, and maybe most of black women, mostly black American women, are being complained that they don't. Even some of them say we don't need the men.
Yes, sure.
So you find her being a single mother because she's the one caused it, because she wanted to be the same. She doesn't want to be told, but it goes, always.
And talking about
Oh, women. I'm sorry.
talking
But-
about respect, our mothers, maybe our grandmothers, they used to take, or maybe to carry their husbands as kings. Like whatever the husband says is what you do. You don't speak when he's speaking. You don't actually do anything, or maybe contrary to his will, maybe contrary to what he has asked you to do. Okay. And
Right now, husband are dogs.
Even if a man has
Right now, husband are dogs.
even if a man says, I want to get another wife, you have no right to say no, because he's the man and he's the head. So he decides what to do, and whatever he says is what you follow. Okay.
Yeah.
That one had its own its advantages, but again it had disadvantages. Okay. When we come to a reason, right now, the current life you're living in, most of the factor that influence men to get married again and again, it's about misunderstandings and quarrelings and equality. Okay. Ladies, women tend to think I'm equal to this man. This man tends to think this lady should not tell me anything. So if this lady answers you anyhowly, what do? You move.
on
You
to the
don't
next.
care. You move on to the next. Okay. People break up because right now people don't. The polygamy thing used to happen a long time ago. Right now, these ladies, they don't understand. Some of them, most of them, they don't. They don't justify polygamy. Okay, they don't justify polygamy. So what do? Whenever a woman sees you with a man, a woman sees you with another woman, what does she do? She gets angry. She gets out. Okay. On the other hand, you see the woman has gotten angry, she has gotten out, you get another woman. Okay. Now, a long time ago, poverty was at large, and these the problems of men having a lot of children and a lot of women. Okay. And that is why black countries at some point maybe they are not, they have got like a lot of problems. Maybe let me say that maybe it's not a good term, but let me just use that term, because when you have, like, for example, the video we've just we are just reacting on, when the man has got 16 wives and I think maybe 20 children, or maybe, and all these children are from different mothers, and maybe you don't have a work to do. What are you trying to do? You're trying to bring poverty, because who is going to feed these children?
And
You want to
and
fill the
so-
streets with children who are maybe they've ran out of home because
So the country has a higher population than how the government can provide.
because a long time ago,
And that's
you see-
why you can find Germany.
yeah,
This country called Germany that has older people than young.
You-
you only give birth to two people.
when you give birth to more than 2 children,
Get it?
you see that's
Because you give birth to
against
what
the
you
law.
can take care of.
Yeah.
You cannot just give birth because I see some our black parents, they give birth, and even a firstborn is in school, secondborn in school. Now the thirdborn cannot go into school because we are waiting for this firstborn to finish.
and the
Then
second
so
to
that
finish, so that because you cannot actually cater for
you
all
cannot
of them.
cater for all of them.
Are you getting the point? And now you see, a long time ago, as long as you have a big land and you can provide food, finished. Because children they never used to go to school, okay? But life keeps on changing. If you're going to bring in the caliber, the maybe the 1950s caliber, you want to, or maybe the 18th caliber, you want to bring it to 20th century, you're making a mistake.
That's for true.
Because right now responsibilities keep on adding. The more we are living, the more years go.
The economy is
responsibilities
going
keep on
high.
adding, okay,
Yeah.
a lot of things are being introduced into this life. It only takes a responsible man to be able to raise children well.
You have like 10 children.
Yeah.
You cannot even. They have never eaten bread because you cannot provide
You
bread.
cannot provide bread.
And if you have one or two, you can provide.
And
Do you think black men? What is the reason of black men is being said they are being exposed?
Okay.
They are being said that they don't take care of their children, and the consequences. Because this lady have said the consequences. Children can go to the streets.
Yeah, exactly.
Lack of education. So they are, a lot of
exactly,
things.
because
There are
a child
consequences.
cannot stay where there is,
Yeah.
like you're staying in a home, but when you compare yourself to a kid in the street, there's no difference.
Yeah, sure.
So what will stop you from going there? Because if you give birth to children you cannot feed, maybe you cannot cater for them, they will definitely go to the street.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now.
So I would call it an irresponsibility of the highest level.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just give birth to children you can take care of, because it's another way of posting a very bad picture. And
Sure.
why should you get more than 10 wives? What are you doing with 10 wives? Or you just want to, is it irresponsibility? Maybe you just want to enjoy life. Maybe, okay, let me ask you, which kind of an enjoyment is that? Because
It's asking Solomon.
because at the because at the end of the day you're getting yourself a lot of the responsibilities.
Yeah.
So it's true, it happens in
happens.
Africa.
Yeah, it happens.
Africa mostly, and even now
Even now, it happens.
it's still happening.
Some of us.
It's
Yeah.
you'll
Baby mamas.
listen, you'll only find a very, out of 100% of young men in Africa who have given birth to many children, you'll only find maybe 10%, 20% of them are the ones who are actually taking care of their kids.
Wow.
But many of them, they do an irresponsible actions. They impregnate women out here, and then they went on forsaking those women, and then it's just something else. It's not a good picture.
Now, black men has been exposed badly, but it happens. It's happening. Tell me in the comment section, what do you think about this topic? Black men, I know you are watching this video. If you are black man, white man, black woman, white woman, Asian, tell us what you think about this topic. It's something that I just saw and it got me like, wow, 6 baby mamas, 17 children. It's crazy, man.
Crazy.
Don't forget to subscribe on my YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe on LevyMade TV. Don't forget to like this video. When you like this video, it helps us so much to push the video. Comment and share. Until next episode, peace be with you.